Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to have a little bit of fun doing a get ready with me using all of my Chantecaille recommendations. Their big Black Friday Cyber Monday sale is about to kick off, but I'm so excited because I have a early access code. It is going to be ABBY25 and you can shop the Chantecaille site for 25% off, and I thought it would be a little bit of fun to just do a get ready with me using some of my favorite products from Chantecaille. I'm so excited about this sale, and I basically created this look using some of my favorites from the brand. I also included some things. I only have one face, but I included some of my tried and true favorites to recommend to you at the sale because 25% off is a very nice sale. I love having an early access code for you. Again, ABBY25. So if you are interested in seeing my top pick recommendations for the Chantecaille sale, if you're interested in seeing how I created this look as well, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I am so excited. We're gonna do a full-on face of Chantecaille favorites. If you have been watching my channel for a bit of time, you will know that Chantecaille is one of my absolute favorite brands, and I just thought we would have a little fun doing a full face. I'm going to give you some of the recommendations for 25% off. This is always a great time to stock up on skincare essentials or makeup that you're going to be knowing that you're going to be repeat purchasing. So I'm going to start with a couple of my favorite skincare products. So far my skin has been cleansed and toned, and now I'm going to go ahead add a few of my favorite serums and such. And I am a huge fan of the Bio Lifting Serum. I've talked about this many times before, but this one is going to just give my face a little lift, and I just love it because it hydrates, it firms, and I actually like to do a little cocktail mix along with the Radiance Elixir. So this is a multi-purpose product, meaning you can put this in your foundation for a little extra glow. You can use it as your skin care. And what I like to do is cocktail these together. I have a limited edition version of the Bio Lifting Serum. It usually comes in a silver container, but I've already whipped through one of those. So we're going to be using my limited edition one. So what I will do is I'll just take a nice drop of that along with my Radiance Elixir. And this stuff is going to give you a nice little glow on the skin. It's nice and milky. So I just do that. And then I will take this mixture just like this, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that on my face. This is just the best sort of hydrating combo. And then as it dries down, it's going to kind of give me a nice firming effect, which I love. These two products are fantastic before makeup. So as far as skincare, I really love the Bio Lifting line. I love the Radiance Elixir. I actually don't know how many I have gone through of this Radiance Elixir. I just love it. And again, I often will put this in my foundation, even if I'm not using a Chantecaille foundation. This is just one of my favorites because it is a glow maker, but it is also skincare. Then I'm going to moisturize my skin with the Bio Lifting Cream. This is just rich and buttery, and it just feels so good. And again, it plays super well with foundation. So I'm gonna prep my skin with that. And then I always have used the Stress Repair Concentrate as my eye cream for years, and then they are discontinued continuing that, but they came out with the Bio Lifting Eye Cream, and I have to say I absolutely love it. It is rich and buttery and very soothing and cooling on the skin. So I am going to put that on, and then I like to just take a minute here and kind of massage that in to the eye area, kind of depuffing. And yes, I had a slight freak out when they discontinued the Stress Repair Concentrate because that was my go-to eye, but this has that same effect like the Bio Lifting Cream underneath, that it's going to kind of give me a little right underneath the eyes, but it also is so hydrating. So that's been my new go-to eye cream within my skincare routine. And then before we move on to complexion products, I did want to mention that I am a huge masker. So what I like to do is I will often sleep in the Bio Lifting mask or the gold mask overnight. So I will use this as my night cream essentially. That's the way I like to use these sort of pricey masks. I rarely kind of rinse them off unless I'm going to like a special event, and then I will throw on my Bio Lifting mask and then rinse it off. But I do have to say their masks are amazing. So many of you are very kind about my skin, telling me that it's healthy and glowing, and I would say the one thing is that I am religious about masking because it's a way for me to kind of add a little extra to my skincare routine, but not with any sort of harsh treatments. So I learned my skin does not like aggressive stuff. It really likes me to keep my skin barrier intact, and if anything, in the past I would do too much of a good thing, too much exfoliation, too many aggressive treatments, and it just sort of wore down my skin barrier. And now I try to treat my skin very kindly, and I highly recommend their masks, and especially as sort of a rich, deep night treatment is you can put on the Bio Lifting mask, use it as your night cream, and when you wake up your skin is going to be clear and hydrated, and just it feels like a little plushy. So definitely recommend those as well. Okay, for foundation, I want to recommend the Future Skin in a Pot. I literally have used this for decades. It's always going to be in my like top 5 favorite foundations. It is that good, that amazing. And then I also love the Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion. And what I would say is the Future Skin in a Pot, I feel like gives me a slightly dewier, hydrated look on the skin. This is a gel-based foundation. The beauty of this is that it's sort of a sheer light foundation that you can build up to a medium, and it's never going to look like cakey. There's a reason why this is an award-winning foundation, and I generally use the colors Alabaster. Is a little bit lighter, but it's going to be brightening to the skin. I also use it in Ivory, which is going to be like light with a little bit of a slight rosy undertone. And to be honest, I love to mix like 1 dab of the Alabaster to 2 parts of the Ivory, and that seems to be my perfect color. But the great thing about these ones is it doesn't have to be totally exact. And then in the cushion foundation, I have it in vanilla, and I love the color vanilla. I also do have a vanilla in the pot as well, but I tend to use the mix of Alabaster and Ivory if you are my skin twin. And then in the cushion, I actually use it in vanilla. And you will see in a minute, I'm actually wearing the vanilla cushion today. The shades in the cushion are very flexible, meaning that they are gonna match several different skin tones, and I find that to be the case. So here is a swatch of Alabaster, Future Skin in a Pot. This is Ivory, Future Skin. And then this is the cushion in Vanilla. And if you see these two, if I mix them together, they sort of become my perfect shade. But that is totally optional. You definitely can pick one shade and it is going to work, especially with this formula. It is light and sheer and buildable, so you don't have to get too worried about getting that exact match. And then in the cushion, which you will see in a minute, I'm going to be applying the cushion in Vanilla. I just find that one works really great to kind of liven up my complexion. So those are my favorite foundations from Chantecaille. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Future Skin foundation underneath my eyes. This was a little trick that Mandy Davis taught me, to use the foundation underneath my eyes here, and I'm using this one in Alabaster, and I love Alabaster all over my skin as well. It's a little bit more brightening. It's slightly lighter than my skin tone, and this is the beauty of Future Skin. I'm going to go ahead, blend this underneath my eyes, just kind of a little bit of brightening, and then we will put on the cushion. And it just feels so good. So that's what I love about it. It is thin in nature, it is cooling, and it's going to do a little something magical to your skin as well. So just taking whatever's left on my hand here and just kind of patting around my nose and my eyes. And then I'm going to come in with the Future Skin cushion, and I'm going to buff this into my skin. It is just the best, and I would tell you is that both of these foundations just wear really beautifully on the skin, meaning that they often look better than when I first applied them. And I love that about this foundation. But I cannot recommend enough Future Skin in the pot, Future Skin in the cushion. It's going to work great on all skin types, and it just is particularly good for my more mature skin. I just feel like it looks so natural and it just feels wonderful on my skin as well. So I have been using the Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation for decades, and then the new one came along and I love that as well. Can't go wrong either way. Before setting my makeup with one of my absolute favorites, I do want to pop on a little bit of color on my cheeks, and I am completely in love with the cheek Gelées, and I usually love to mix a little bit of lively and happy, but I have recently been using Vibrant, which is this gorgeous deep raspberry color, and I just love it because it really does liven up my skin. And what I like to do, I just have to show you how beautiful this is, and don't be scared because the best part of the cheek Gelées is that they are going to be sheer enough, but I have just been doing a little bit of this beautiful vibrant color, and I will just kind of pop that on. Do you see how it just is going to look so natural but give me this beautiful flush, almost as if I have been outside kind of in some cooler weather here. And I just like to sort of layer this on, and then I'm going to top it with one of my favorite Philanthropy blushes. So you can use your fingertips, you can use your brush here, but this has been a new favorite, and I just find it to be such a nice, lovely pop of color on the cheeks. So let me make sure I have this evened out here. So pretty. So this is what Vibrant looks like. This has been a new shade that I've been incorporating the last month or so, and I just love it. Okay, if you have been watching my channel, you will know I have been raving about the holiday 2023 collection. This is the Precious Metal collection, and I completely fell in love with the Radiant Glow Blur powder. It is so gorgeous, and I feel like it just makes my skin look amazing. It's got a little bit of this sort of lit from within appearance. And I'm not somebody who loves powder. I have more dry, mature skin, but this one is just a little bit magical for me. I love the new little Buff and Blur brush that launched with it, and this just really kind of perfects my skin. So I'm just gonna come down, and I just like to buff this on the skin. And I'm hoping you can see this on camera, because to me it just does a little something magical on the skin. It retains like the glow that I like, but again, it's gonna set the makeup, make it last all day long. I'm gonna go ahead, brush it underneath my eye, bring it down my nose, and then we'll see if we can compare side to side here. But this is what that powder looks like. This is without, and I think what I like is if you were up front, like here in my house with me, and you came up and looked at me, it isn't going to look like I'm wearing any powder whatsoever. I just feel like it sets my makeup and just makes it look so beautiful, slightly velvety, and just a little radiant. So I highly recommend picking up this Radiant Glow Blur powder. Number one, the packaging is just completely stunning. They really outdid themselves this holiday season, and it is just a great product, especially at 25% off. Definitely a must get in my eyes. Now, another gorgeous piece of the collection is this gorgeous shadow. This is the Radiant Gold Eye Shimmer. This is stunning. Oh, wow. It is so pretty because it literally is sort of pink and gold at the same time. I was asked to use this on camera again for somebody that was on the fence. So I do want to recommend that one. I'll put that on my eyes. But in general, for eyeshadow, I absolutely love the Mermaid Eye shades. These are just the best one and done eye, or a couple of them. A few of my favorites are Copper, Starfish. In the matte shades, I love Sylvie, which is going to be your perfect transitional taupe brown shade. And there is Olivia, that's going to be a little bit cooler and gray toned. These are just gorgeous. I would definitely recommend picking up a few of those there. But today I'm going to go ahead and pop on this beauty because it is so unique and it is super pretty. I'm using my Shade and Sweep brush from Chantecaille, and I'm just going to put this beauty on my eye. It is so pretty. So when I'm looking at this, I don't know if you can see it, but in the light right now, I'm kind of seeing some pink over here and some gold. That's what I love about this. It's like a real multi-chrome color, and it just looks stunning, but not over the top. Like, it just looks very kind of sophisticated. So I'm gonna just pop some of this on here. Bringing that up into the crease. This is just such a stunner. I honestly am hoping you can see on the reflection, I've got like a little pink, a little gold here. Such a pretty and unique single shadow. Fantastic for this time of year. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my Luster Glide eyeliner. I love this in the shade Slate. It's just going to provide a little bit of a softer look than Raven, which is the black shade. I love all these eyeliners. These are gel eyeliners. They stay in put, and I want to kind of showcase this shadow. So I'm just going to tight line near my lash line, and then we're going to coat on mascara, kind of keep this really pretty and subtle and let that eyeshadow be the pop. Okay, just a little definition near the lash line. Another product that I want to highlight is the Chantecaille Brow Eclat. And this is one of these products that you may not think you need, but you do. It is amazing. It literally gives my eyes a little eye lift. And I just come over here underneath my brow bone, and it literally highlights the brows, but it gives me a little bit of a lift because it's just like a bit of highlight, and it's just such a fantastic product. So Angela Rogers got me on to this product. She is the Chantecaille rep, and she got me hooked on this product. This was something that I didn't think I really needed, but clearly I use it all the time. I love it. You can also kind of place a little bit of this right in that inner corner to brighten up right there. And I just have fallen in love with this Brow Lift Eclat. Now, the next product I highly recommend will come as no surprise to you. My holy grail mascara is the Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. They have a duo that you can get on sale. That's going to be the best bang for your buck. But I know this is a pricey mascara, but this is my personal holy grail. It helped me grow back my lashes after I used lash extensions for a while. And this is just my favorite. I love the brush, I love the consistency, and pretty much in almost all of my videos, you're gonna see that I list this as my go-to mascara because this is what I use. Cannot recommend it enough. Again, it's got a little peptides in here that are gonna help grow your lashes, so a little extra bonus, but just longtime favorite. I don't know how many years I've been using this, but I am never without this one, and nothing else has taken its place as of yet. So highly recommend the Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. I'm gonna pop that on and we'll finish off with a few other favorites. Okay, then I am going to go ahead and pop on one of the Philanthropy blushes, which, by the way, I love so many of them. But of course, I'm a little partial to Bliss, and I'm just going to put a little bit of Bliss on top of my Vibrant. Just a little pop here. And I'm going to add a little bit of my blush color into the crease here, just to tie the face together, and it goes really well with that single eyeshadow. Then I am going to pop on a little bit of the gold highlighter from the Precious Metals collection. As I mentioned, this year's collection just kind of blew it out of the water for me. It's just so pretty, the kind of pink and gold shades here. And again, this is just a very natural looking highlighter that is just so pretty. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the high points of my cheek here. And if you were looking for a present for a fellow beauty junkie, I do feel like this would be a beautiful collection. A piece or two of this would be such a fun gift because it is just such gorgeous packaging, and everything in the collection is also so pretty. Another giftable present is, of course, the Pure Rose Water. This is such a no-brainer. Anybody would be happy to receive this. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this on before we finish with my favorite lip combo. Just setting everything here. Again, I like the way that this will get rid of my frizzies as well. Okay, we're gonna end with my favorite lip combo, and I'm personally a fan of the Chantecaille Lip Cheeks. Those are going to be very hydrating lipsticks, a little bit sheer. I have so many, I love them. I'm also a huge gloss girl, like a lip liner and gloss girl. I feel like Chantecaille's brilliant lip gloss kind of gets lost in the shuffle. And they launched the limited edition Blythe lip gloss that is perfection. So I'm going to show you my favorite lip combo. I fell in love with the Lip Veil. This is from the Wild Mustang collection, which I highly recommend. I know not all the pieces are available, but I felt like that collection was like made for me. And I love the shade Laurel, which when I went on site, it was still available. This is Laurel, and it is a rich pink nude. It is like my perfect nude color. I like to first line my lips with the lip definer in Discreet. That is the shade Discreet. Love this lip liner. Then I pop on the shade Laurel. This is in the Lip Veil version, another one of my favorites. It is not going to be as glossy as the Lip Chic, but it is still going to give me nice hydrated lips. And then I'm going to top it with my Blythe, and it is like the perfect lip combo ever. And here's my favorite lip combo. It is Wild Mustang Lip Veil in Laurel. It is the Discreet lip liner topped with the Blythe lip gloss. This has been my go-to lip. I just love it. To me, it is perfection. And then of course we're going to end with fragrance of the day, and I am going to put on Frangipane. I love this one. It is very warm and comforting. This is a beautiful, sensual, sweet, and calming perfume. It smells so good, so I'm going to put some of this on. It's completely intoxicating. I love it this time of year as well because there is this beautiful vanilla note in here. This is going to open with orange, violet leaves, and water hyacinth. There's sort of this airy quality about this. And then in the middle notes, it's got the frangipani flower note. It's got ylang ylang, as well as jasmine. So kind of these exotic florals. And then in the base, you can almost tell from the color of the base, it's got some amber in it. It's got some musk, as well as vanilla and cedarwood, which is going to kind of ground the exotic florals. It's not overly sweet, it's not overly warm. It really is just sort of a deep, sensual, slightly sexy fragrance. It smells so good, and I could definitely see many people liking this. I feel like this would also be a great holiday gift, especially if you can get it on sale for 25% off. So that is my final look using all my Chantecaille recommendations. I'm hoping that you found this video helpful. And again, I have an early access code. It is ABBY25. This will allow you to shop the sale starting on 11/19 through the 22nd. This is 25% off site-wide. I highly encourage you to pre-shop the sale, because then starting on Friday 11/23 through the 26th, that's going to be open for everybody to shop, and things do sell out. This is a huge sale that people look forward to. They like to stock up on their essentials as well as some of the fun gift-worthy products. So 25% off at the Chantecaille website. And again, my early access code is ABBY25. Let me know what you're going to be picking up. I always love hearing from you, but this is one of my favorite brands. Just love these products and cannot recommend them enough. Thank you again for watching. Happy Thanksgiving, and I will be back with another video soon.